EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. Topper. Alpha.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
The Colts at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Being chased out left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
80 weapons, 80 weapons.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And some room to maneuver. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hall ought to give up the middle. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Wilson. Got him in. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here.
I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Chris Jones on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
66. Going high. Exit.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
61. Nice box. Slide. I said it. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Trying
to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and now we use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble. Jet touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by James Bradbury. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, into the hands of Woods.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left.
Caught by Woods. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 72.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go, here we go. 2, fellas, let's go. Oregon.
On first down, Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson runs over it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Hall again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with Hall. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run on the draw. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
There's Wilson. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wilson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Ball again on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Lockett. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hall to start the drive.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here at overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles